As I said before in the last video, I did a FoI request, a Freedom of Information request, and my request went as follows. I write to make a Freedom of Information request and ask whether you have set up an agreement with Brixton Police Station that they are able to park marked police vehicles illegally on double yellow and double red lines on the main road and side streets of the station, as this contravenes road traffic laws and the standards the College of Policing expect from their serving police constables and officers. I wonder if you have made this agreement. I have found other offending vehicles at other stations in the Lambeth area, and as soon as I have made them aware of it, they have taken it upon themselves to ensure those vehicles are moved and parked where they should be, behind secure gates. And their response, Lambeth Council's response, was, no agreements are in place to allow the police to park on double yellow lines DYL in the area surrounding Brixton Police Station. Our parking contractors have been informed to issue penalty charge notices, PCNs, outside the police station that are parked in residential bays on the surrounding roads. Transport for London, TfL, are responsible for managing parking on red routes such as single and double red lines. Let's go to the station. There's nobody in the desk, in the counter, so we'll go straight in. Wait for them to turn up, even though they're sat on a desk around the corner. Hello there. Constable Fletcher, can I have your shoulder number please? AS3195. I've been here a few times in regards to your police vehicles. This gentleman here I spoke to as well. I'm good. I did a FOIA request to Lambeth Council in regards to the fact that your police vehicles are parked outside illegally on double yellow lines, not inside police bays. I came here a few times and they said, oh, we've got an agreement with Lambeth Council to park illegally. I did my FOIA request. It came back from I think it was the 10th of January, it came back yesterday, and you don't have an agreement to park illegally. And as you can see, I've made a copy for you to read and to give to whomever you need to give it to, because when I spoke to his colleague earlier on in another video, she turned around and said, I spoke to a supervisor and he says that we have an agreement with Lambeth Council and we are allowed to park illegally, which is a lie. We don't like being lied to by our police service.
No, I understand that.
We don't like our vehicles being parked illegally either. As you can see, their response, no agreements are in place for vehicles to park on double yellow lines in residential parking bays. But when it comes to the double red lines, I've got to go and speak to Transport for London for that, because there were two police vehicles outside the front gate, outside the front here by the bus stop, on double red lines, and they weren't on call. So they're definitely parked illegally, and nobody seems to be doing anything about it. The young lady I spoke to apologised, but there's no point in apologising about something if you're just going to carry on doing it. I learnt that lesson a long time ago. So if you can give that to
Am I allowed to keep this?
yeah, I've got a copy myself. If you want to go and give that to a superior officer so he knows, because if I come back in a couple of days and it's still the same thing, I'm going to come and do another video on it. I'm going to shame every single one of you, because somebody in those cars knows they're parking illegally. The other day there was a private undercover police officer sat on the double yellow lines here by the main entrance, you know, and she goes, oh, I didn't realise I was parked illegally. So I filmed her doing it. She drove off. Half an hour later she came back, she was parked in exactly the same space. So she knew she was parked illegally.
Yeah, okay. I'll find someone and raise this with them. I mean, it sounds like you've raised it with people already, but I'll
I raised it with Lambeth. When I came here, they said go to the Met police station. I Met police website, which is running around in circles. So instead of doing that, I did a FoI request to Lambeth, who you're meant to have an agreement with, and they're telling you there is no agreement.
I don't personally know anything about an agreement, but
Exactly, but everyone I ask, that guy there that I just spoke to, he thinks there's an agreement. The 2 constables outside that I spoke to automatically told me, oh, we've got an agreement with Lambeth Council. So people know in this station that they think they've got an agreement to park illegally. And your superiors are telling constables that. And it's so frustrating, and so it's more disappointing than anything else. You have to be held to a higher standard. It's like the armed forces. You know, you don't look at the armed forces and go, oh my God, they're rubbish. They're held to a higher standard, and they're trained to a higher standard. The College of Policing trains you not to park illegally unless you're out on call, and you just keep on doing it. As I say, this is not my first time here, and every time I come down, somebody seems to be breaking road traffic laws when it comes to the police.
Okay, so I'll try and get. Am I allowed to keep this?
Yes, absolutely. I've got a copy myself. I printed a few out today.
I'll speak
Because I'm going to go and get a traffic warden. If I can find a traffic warden, I'm going to get him to go and ticket your vans.
Okay. I'll speak to my supervisor and see what we can do about this. Okay. You want to follow up like email or?
Yeah, if you can write down your email, and I'll send you an email.
No, it's just just to get your email so I can email you.
No, I don't give out my personal details until I got your personal details.
Oh, okay.
And you know that. You know the reason why, don't you?
Pardon?
You know the reason why.
No, I don't.
You don't know the reason why.
You
don't know the reason why I won't give you my personal details until I've got yours. Because I'm not legally obliged to give you my personal details.
I'm not.
Well then, how are you going to follow it up without my...
Asking.
I know you are asking, but you should also say that you're not legally obliged to as well.
Okay.
Every time you ask for someone's details, as soon as you've asked them, the next words out of your mouth are, you are not legally obliged to give them.
Okay.
Because the police seem to forget that.
Okay, just like you said, you're not legally obliged to give them. I just
Right.
think you want to follow up.
Right, but you should say that automatically, yeah?
Okay. I'll raise it.
Right,
with,
if you've got a Met Police email that I can write to,
yeah, but
like your one, constablefletcher@metpolice.gov.uk,
okay.
then I can
I'll
write to
raise
that.
I'll raise this to my supervisor.
And who is your supervisor?
My supervisor. Well, I'll raise it with AS10, the sergeant for today. Okay.
Sergeant for today?
Yeah.
What happens when I come back in 3 days' time?
It might still be the same AS10. There might be another sergeant, but I'll raise
AS10, what's his last name?
Apparently it's already been raised, but I'll make sure I raise this.
No, if it's already been raised, what's the sergeant's last name? The reason you've got a name tag is not for you to remember your name, it's so that you can tell me your name, because you know your name. If I can't read, so what's your sergeant's last name, please?
You've got my details.
No, what's your sergeant? So if I can come back in 3 days' time and ask for you, will you be here?
3 days time, I'll be here, yeah, but not at this time.
What time will you be here?
Later on in the day.
So vague. Just so vague, isn't it?
We work on shifts, so.
So what's your sergeant's last name, please? I'll ask you. It's like you're trying to hide something.
So I'll raise this anyway.
So what's your sergeant's last name, please?
I've been sure I don't need to tell you that for now.
And his name is AS10.
AS10,
So he's not a free number. He's not a free man. He's a number, is he?
But if you want to make a complaint like this, I've been told you can report it online.
No.
Okay.
Forget it.
No.
I went to professional standards. They're just as corrupt as you lot.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll raise this.
You don't answer a straight question. You really don't seem interested in regards to the fact that you're breaking road traffic laws and the law. You're under special orders because your police officers keep on breaking the law. Serious crime. You know, paedophilia, murder, rape, you know, beating people up for no reason. It's not as if you're white as white.
I'll raise this, okay? But
Please do.
I think that's going to be the end.
Now, in regards to it, when is that going to be raised?
Okay. I'll do it now, okay?
Right, so if I come back this afternoon and ask for you to say, has it
I
been
won't be
raised?
here this afternoon, no. I don't work 24/7. There will be another officer here.
So what time did you start this morning?
I started at 7.
7 this morning, and what time is it now?
It's 10.
Right, so how many hours a day do you work?
So I don't know why you want to come and see me again. I'll raise this for you, okay?
I want to confirm it. Just because you say you're going to do it doesn't mean you're going to do it. I've had enough
Well,
lies
it's
from the
okay, it's
police.
like no matter what I say to you right now,
Right,
you're not gonna
okay,
accept it,
all right.
okay? So
I will accept the
I'm trying
fact
to
that
tell
you're
you
on
to raise this
you're on
now.
video
Yeah, I know I'm on video.
saying that you're going to do it.
Yes.
When I speak to AS10, whenever that's going to be possible,
Right.
then I'll confirm it with him that you've raised it
Okay.
in 3 days' time, because it shouldn't take you 3 days to raise this. Because when I come back in 3 days and I still see those vehicles parked illegally, I'll be back in here again.
Okay.
And again, and again, and again, and again. As you can see, you don't have an agreement with Lambeth Council to park illegally.
Okay. So I don't know that you've been in here multiple times. So I'll raise this for you now. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. But if you'd like to make an official complaint, you can do it on our website. Okay.
It's pointless.
Okay. Well,
Pointless.
Thank you for raising this. Okay.
Okay, I'll be back in 3 days. What a waste of time. Vague. Don't want to answer a straight question. Sorry about that, guys. It is a bit long now, but I shall cut it down so you don't have to spend 30 odd minutes watching this. But thank you very much for watching anyway. And I shall see you in the next one. He was at the desk there looking, watching me do my thing. I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.